with Carson Beck this year.
Mm.
If they win, cool. If they don't win, next year, now what do? You got to sit in the portal and hope that there's a top-tier quarterback.
I'll give you 10 things I hate about you. I saw that in the prime, and I was at that like perfect age where I needed a crush, and like, yeah, that movie definitely understood my high school feelings.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that 10 things I hate about you was literally your life?
Well, hello. We are at episode 3 of Group Chats and Snapbacks. Yo, what is up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Once again, I'm Kevin. I got my co-host Buddha. I got my co-host Jeremy. We are missing one person, Jordan. You know, he has to work. I don't know why he wouldn't. We get it. We'll let this one slide this one time, right?
Regular Oreo night tonight, fellas.
Yeah, we have no double stuff tonight, just a regular Oreo. So go and get your milk ready. You know what I mean? Got a lot to dip into. Like that? Dip into.
Nice riff. All right.
It's my dad joke night.
I see it.
Yeah. So, yo, man, I mean, we had a pretty good weekend. We hung out again, like we said. You know, we're a big fan. We like to hang out. It was actually a pretty good weekend. It was pretty busy. Jordan's son had his 4th birthday party.
Shout out, kids getting old, man. Uncle life.
Straight up.
I'm going to tell you right now, man, I didn't realize how many different toys there were for kids of that age. My kids are, they're grown now. So I'm like, man, I didn't know that this was a toy. That's a toy. Like, we bought him a Magna Noodle because I'm like, yo, that's what I grew up on. So
it's always nice that you can buy like the same style of toys, but it's just not the latest version that apparently you just riff on. So it's like, all right, here's the one you didn't kind of wanted. Yeah. Back to the closet.
Buddha, I forgot. What'd you get him for his birthday? I forgot.
Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, see, that's an easy toy, right?
I mean,
I thought that was dangerous. I thought you were trying to pull him back into that lifestyle because that kid was hardcore Toy Story. I mean, Jesus Christ. I've seen Buzz Lightyear against my will so many times.
Well, apparently now 4-year-olds got Amazon wish lists. So
it was literally on there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, all right. I mean, I didn't know that 4-year-olds had an Amazon wish list.
Bro,
I don't even do. Like, I'm about to be
what?
Who on this panel has made an Amazon wish list and sent it out? Who?
I've never sent one out.
Oh,
Kevin.
But you have one.
Kevin has like 6 Amazon wish lists.
I have Amazon wish lists for myself, but not to send out.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't know this, Kevin. I need categories. What do we have? Real quick.
I got wants. I got needs. I got Christmas.
Sexual toys.
Christmas list, those kind of things. Yeah.
Christmas list, sexual toys.
Oh man, that's funny. Nah, yeah, but it's kind of funny you said that a 4-year-old has an Amazon wish list. My mom always has wish lists. Our mom does it all the time, and I'm like, man, I was like,
bro, she has a wish list for Christmas, her birthday, Memorial Day, 4th of July. Oh, hey, bro, here's what I want for my birthday. Amazon wish list. Ma, you are too old. Just tell me, what do you want? I don't need no Amazon wish list to pick what I need to buy.
Yeah. What happened to just like, what was it like back in the day where we would just say, hey, you know what? Like, get what you think I want kind of thing. Now, I think Amazon made it way too easy for people to be like, yo, give me this, and this. You know what I mean? Or gift cards. You know what I mean?
See, I think it's always a slap in the face. Like, hey, man, you're too stupid to go shopping for me. Here's the exact link. Just hit the buy button. And we still wrap it. Whatever.
I don't wrap anything. I hate wrapping. That is by far the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I always respect it. That you don't give it to me. It's just like, here, man, got you something. Oh, appreciate it.
Dude, like, listen, I am king gift bag giver. I will give you a gift bag with some wrapping paper in it and we straight. Bro,
reduce, reuse, recycle, boys.
Dude, I hate the whole wrapping idea. Like, I'm sitting here for 5 minutes to get these corners all nice just for you to rip it up in 30 seconds. No, I'm good. Take this bag, pull this paper out, and you see it. There you go.
There it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
happy birthday. Yeah, I'm good.
Now, I get it for like a 4 or 5 year old, 3-year-old too. I get that. You know what I mean? It's the surprise factor. But, now we're adults. Like, you don't have to wrap it for me. You don't have to, put a bow on it and say from here to who. Yo, if you give it to me, I know it's from you. I ain't got to read the thing anymore.
Because you're the one handing it to me.
Yeah, right? So, I mean, but I mean, I get it is a thought sometimes that counts. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun weekend. And then Sunday, we sat back and did what we always do when it comes to this time of year, watch some great football.
Yeah, more football on Kevin's couch. What are the odds?
What are the odds? Football on Kevin's couch, food and family and drinks. You know what I mean? So a lot of fun. But but speaking about football, right? We all live in Florida. We're all on the East Coast, right? Man, let me tell you right now, it has been very hard as of late to stay up and watch these late night games.
I may be younger than you boys, but just as mentally struggling. I'm starting to just accept that I don't care. Like there's always a limit now, and it's just like I'll be much happier looking up the score than I will knowing I watched it. And yeah, it's a dangerous game we're playing nowadays.
Yeah. What time was it? So the early game was at 7 our time, right? And then the late game was
the Bucks game was at 7, and then the late game was at 10.
Right.
Oh my God.
So now take it. I did stay up and watch that game at 10 o'clock at night. And let me tell you, it was tough.
But did you only watch it because you were so hyped with how that Bucks game had ended? Because Baker obviously shined in the most like Baker way possible. Therefore, like my adrenaline was hyped up, and I was just like, well, I guess I might as well watch a division game. Like, yeah, let's go for this. Like that was right up my alley. So I made it to about halftime, but
yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. That was bro. Let me tell you now, that game of the Bucks game, that ending was phenomenal, right? Big props to Baker. He kind of showing that he's that dog. You got the other dog, and I'm gonna give it to him. But yeah, I think
wins
you're right.
Fans over.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, I think going into it, it was like 9:45, 9:50. That game's over, and then boom, the Chargers game starts, and I'm like, okay, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, that's not bad. I stay up late, but by like 12:15, 12:30, I'm like, man, I was like, this game is still going. It's Monday Night Football. Like, I got to be at work in a few hours. You know what I mean? Is there a point where like the NFL and like sports are like, yo, give us a break on the East Coast?
No, they don't care about the East Coast.
And there you have it.
No, I mean, dude, listen, it's rough for me. Sunday Night Football usually comes along like 7. Usually games ends at like 9:30, 9:45, whatever in that area. With my current role, I'm usually up at 3:50 in the morning, so I'm struggling. So my Monday mornings and my Tuesday mornings are a complete struggle. They wake up because now, granted, I watched the Bucks, and then I was like, man, I don't care about the Raiders, so I went to sleep. But I wanted, like I said, the way the Bucks came down and won the game, it was dope to watch that. But I knew that the Raiders were coming on. I was like, I'll watch the replays in the morning. And then they got smacked. So I was like, I'm glad I didn't even watch this game.
No, wait. So the game at 7, I was like, man, this is a perfect time for Monday Night Football. Now, Buddha and I and Jen, we all grew up on the West Coast, so we actually were used to having games earlier in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that 7 o'clock game, I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm back at home watching the game that's like, right at that prime time to where I can watch it, go, and it's done by like 10:30, or 10 o'clock, I'm done, right? It's perfect. But yeah, I think that 10 o'clock, that double header on Monday night, that's tough for East Coast people.
Well, they can't, obviously, they can't do the 7 o'clocks because if you have a game in Cali, that game would have to be at 4 o'clock. The only people that do games at 4 o'clock are baseball. Baseball is the only sport that does a game at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a weekday.
But Buddha, they do it for Monday Night Football. They got Monday Night Football games that are out on the East Coast. I mean, on the West Coast, like San Fran has Monday Night Football games, and that game starts at 5:40, 5:30 on a Monday night. So what's the difference with that? Like it's a 5:30 game or 5:20.
I think we take for granted that like people are out of work by 5:30. Like are we not as a majority nowadays?
I mean, majority, but have you seen the 101 in California to get to Inglewood, SoFi, California?
Change the subject. We're talking about East Coast late games right now.
But
and that's the biggest issue.
I mean, it is realistically, it would be nice because what time is Monday Night Football come on right now? 8:00?
Or
8:20.
eight usually, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would be nice to have the game to come on at 7:30. And then at, a nice 3 hours, 10:00, going to bed. We're good. Now
They
it
can't even get this
goes
shit
in.
started at 8. It's 8:20. That's everyone's time
Mhm.
that can all easily remember. Like, what
Right.
goes on in that 20 minutes anyways that we're missing? We're kickoff.
Commercial-free football.
Commercial-free football.
We're letting you know it will be commercial-free.
It's just that, the pregame's a lot. But I think that 8:20, man, like, I mean, I'm used to it now, but I think that doubleheader just kind of got me like, man, like, what in the world? But also, Buddha and I, we watched the fight on Saturday night. I mean, great fight. Big up the Bud. Yo, that's my dude right there. But UFC boxing matches, a lot of those matches are going to be on the West Coast. A lot of them going to be in Vegas. You know what I mean? And Buddha, what time did the main event come on? Like, was it like 12:15?
Shit, man, that shit came out at 1 a.m.
Yo,
You
that's,
can't even say that to me with a serious face.
And that's the rough part about it, man. I was talking to so many people just about that, like after the fight that came on, and the next day, and even on Monday, talking to my employees, and they were like, "Dude, like, staying up till 2:00 in the morning to watch a fight, like, it is horrible." And
Even
it
if you're
sucks.
still like trying to stay up late, you're not going to do it sober. So therefore, you're already probably going to be tanked anyway. So it's just like you're going to
Dude,
have
it's
to
just
be coherent
it's
enough to pay attention.
true, and it's the worst thing. I mean, obviously, living back west, man, the fight comes on 8:30, 9:00. That fight is over by 10:00.
Mhm.
Dude,
Well, that sounds like a great evening.
You're
Wrap it up.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you're either leaving the fight or you're getting ready you have a fight party, so everybody hangs out, and then, whatever the fight's over, you're talking about the fight, whatever the case is, and then you party for the rest of the night, or you go to the club, whatever it was that you're doing when you're living. Like, that's what I always do living back west.
Yeah. There ain't
Out
no
here?
after parties here for that.
No,
You know what I
my
mean?
after party is Club BED. It's popping.
I was just like, and I mean, don't get me wrong, the fight was great, and we stayed up to watch the fight because we're fans of it. You know what I mean? But the casual fan that's trying to watch a boxing match or a football game, or something that's late on the East Coast, they're not watching that. You know what I mean? So I think those times are more like for us, like diehard fans. You know what I mean? But I think that was tough, man. I ain't gonna lie, that was tough.
You're
that was
taking
basically like,
diehard fan almost literally for me. I can't do it, fellas. It's hurting. It's hurting too much.
Beginning to be hard for me, too.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, you do get up at 4 a.m. Man, that's crazy, though. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, they ain't gonna change. So, us talking about it is just, us venting. But it ain't gonna change. But the one day it does change, we're gonna definitely come back to this and be like, hey, we're the reason why it changed.
I'm with it.
Yeah, you with it. Well, speaking of like NFL, right? Talk about our early favorites for both like college football, basically it's football season, NFL and college. You know what I mean? I got a couple of favorites right now, I think, for the NFL that I like, and then we'll get into college. So first, straight NFL, I'm liking what I see from the Ravens. I'm liking what I see from the Buffalo Bills. I'm liking what I see from the Chargers. And I'm, keeping it in the AFC. That's probably the top three, and I like Denver a little bit too. Denver, they look pretty good. They had a little bit of a hiccup, but those are like the four teams that I'm looking at right now early in the AFC. NFC, I mean, you still got the Eagles. They look pretty good. The Packers, man, they look really tough, like real tough. And there's not really two other teams that I like so far in the NFC that I'm thinking are my favorites. So I mean, this could be AFC's year again. You know what I mean? So that's my NFL take. What's y'all, Buddha, Jeremy?
I'm gonna say, go ahead, yeah, because listen, for me in the AFC, I love everything I'm seeing out of the Chiefs. I love that they're 0-2. It's like it's Christmas for me. So I don't care.
Groundbreaking season, everybody.
Yeah, I don't care. Y'all might be looking for Power Fives. I enjoy seeing them lose. So that's a great scene for me. But if we're talking about powerhouses or teams that are on the uprise, AFC, we'll go Ravens, Bills. I mean, it hurts to say, but yeah, Chargers are, Herbert's balling. He's coming into his own. Acne's gone. Doesn't look like a 2-year-old anymore. So, the kid's playing. And, I think that I'm never going to say Denver because I just right now, and when I say it, I feel like I'm just going to jinx us. So I'm just going to, I would say at least those three. Kind of a sleeper right now and I don't know if they just been playing bad teams but I feel as though that there's some sort of like newfound blood with Jacksonville. I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is beginning to see the field again, but it just kind of seems like he has a newfound like love for the game. So they're kind of something that might be coming out of nowhere, but it's a possibility with them.
Would you even give Travis Hunter credit for like pushing that even more forward, or is he just roster?
So when you have an individual like that, I think it brings notoriety to your team. The guy came and he just brought the glitz and glamour. You drafted a Heisman Trophy winner. You got this two-way player, this dynamic guy. So automatically he already has a fanfare that's chasing him. So when you bring that and then you bring it down to a team that didn't do well for the past couple of seasons, and then they got this new head coach, I think it all kind of was just a perfect storm that's just kind of making them to be somewhat, of a pliable team to like, all right, let's turn on and see what Jacksonville is doing this weekend. So
they had a tough game. You know what I mean, against the Bengals, but they look good still. You know what I mean? So, and they got a tough game this week too against the Texans. So, I mean, that could be the test. If Jacksonville can pull it off against the Texans, they may be where you're at. If the Texans beat them, they're back to being 1-2. So I can see where you're coming from, but I don't have them as a top team yet until they've actually got over that hump. Because right now they're showing me what they showed me in the past 3-4 years with Trevor Lawrence. They're
nowhere near that Blake Bortles run. They're nowhere near that team. So that's why I just can't even bring them up yet.
Yeah.
But I respect it as a point. I respect it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
What about you, Jeremy? Who you got?
Well, I'm going to backpack. Yeah, pretty much the obvious 2 games. You can't go off anything, but like you just have to go off of consistency and who you think can stay the most consistent. Yeah, Buffalo and Philly. And then, of course, I will never give the Chargers any credit because it's 2 games. We can't give a 2-game run credit just yet, but I don't think Harbaugh is this missing piece that's making Herbert like somehow now just what he's supposed to have been or what everyone was projecting him anyways. I don't know. I have zero faith in that team.
But you can't but also you can't be a homer either. I understand you guys are both Bronco fans. I get it. But you can't be a homer.
That's not even coming from that. It's just Chargers history. When was the last time they went second round?
Yeah, but that's Chargers history. You got Jim Harbaugh, and I'm going to give it up.
And Herbert's a huge part of Chargers history.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say huge part. I mean, huge part would be Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers, especially Rivers. You know what I mean? And they had, I never forget that Rivers team with LaDainian and Tomlinson. They should have been Super Bowl champions. But that first round exit, that might have cursed them a while. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to give it up. I mean, Herbert's been consistent as he's been playing. And last year, you started to see a little glimpses of him and Harbaugh getting that together. And sleeper pick for defensive coach of the year, Jesse Minter. That dude has that defense for the Chargers is something different. They are something different. They held Chip Kelly's offense to 9 points, and he's usually averaging 25, 30 points a game. I mean, it's true.
Let's pause.
It's true though.
For a second.
It's true.
Let's pause this for a second.
All right, what are you thinking? I mean, you thinking I'm wrong?
Yes, you're wrong because Chip Kelly is like getting excited because the kids in the street decided to play pickleball. Like, here's the thing. He's already admitted this dude can't even make a phone. He can't even make a call without running it past Brady. He's never in the NFL wise, he has not been successful.
Okay, cool. I get it. I just use Chip Kelly as an example for this last game. Jesse Minter's been having his defense on fire. He's my sleeper pick for defensive coach of the year.
And you know why he's your sleeper pick?
I mean, yeah.
Because you're a homer.
That's not a homer. He's as though that team's playing well. That defense is playing one of the best defenses.
Let's be realistic, Kevin. He's a University of Michigan coach, so you're a homer.
No, if we're not being a homer. That's not being a homer. What they do, they went out the first game of the year, and they surprised the entire world by beating the Chiefs down in Brazil. And everyone was like, whoa, are they actually a good team? And then they come back the next week and they hold a team that to 9 points in a division rival. Division rival games are always going to be close games.
It's
it don't
the
matter.
Raiders.
It doesn't matter. The Cowboys just played the Giants, and the Giants were not good. And we went to overtime with them.
It's the Cowboys.
In division rivalry games are always going to be close no matter what, unless you're just dominating like the Patriots did.
Listen, you're going to piss me off episode 3. Because I'm telling you, dude, like you're being...
It's not being a homer.
It's 2 games. It's 2 games. Okay. And you're making it seem like this dude has all of a sudden changed the game in defensive. They started looking good at the beginning of the year last year. And then what happened?
Did Herbert get hurt or no?
And they just do what Chargers do, and they fall off.
That was my rant. That's what I said.
That's what they do.
Said.
The Chargers are like that dude that's courting a girl, and he does everything right for the first 3 months, and then all of a sudden he goes back to being the real person, and then no more opening doors, no more buying flowers. That's what the Chargers are. The Chargers are that real dude that's like, oh, baby, I love you. I will holler at you. And then all of a sudden, this dude starts being a dick again. That's what the Chargers do.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
That's just who they are.
You're right.
They're not a consistent team.
Yeah, we will see how it goes forward. You know what I mean?
But speaking of Homer, and when we're talking about Homer, can you please explain what the hell is wrong with your quarterback, bro? Mr. JJ McCarthy. This dude can't stay healthy at all.
Well, if you want to talk about the game, I'll make it real quick for you. They lost 2 top offensive linemen in that game during that particular part. That sack was nasty. I mean, I watched it a couple of times now. I mean, it was a nasty sack, and that's how he sprained his ankle. He'll probably be out maybe a week. You know what I mean? So it's not like
he's going to be out about a month because he looks soft.
How are you going to look soft when you have no time? Like literally, it was all across the news that, hey, he had no time. His offensive line was down. Both his running backs were out. I mean, anybody is going to go through those kind of struggles. This guy's played literally 2 games, like I mentioned last time, and he had one bad game in the 2 games, and everyone's like, oh, they're done. They're done. He's not very good anymore. Like, you can't do that. You know what I mean? And just like I said last week, he looked very, very good with the week before. But, I mean, you watch it again, no lineman, no running game. And the defense already knows you got to jump back and pass. They're bringing it.
Let's call it from what it is. He looked good against the Bears. The Bears just got steamrolled.
Yeah, they did.
On Sunday.
Yeah, they did.
Man, so I don't even know why they show up some weeks. It's going to be a bad year.
Saying. And so you got to look at it. Here's what it is, because it's just the college football loving me. If you are the number 1 team in the nation and I beat you the second week, but then by the end of the year, you only won 2 games, you have a number 1 spot don't mean anything.
Gotcha. I mean, it's true. That's ranking wise. That's
it's ranking wise, but it's college football, but it goes off of this. It's a fact of he played the Bears in the first week. All right, it's a division rival.
Right.
As you just had the conversation, division rival.
Rival. Close games.
This game wasn't even in the same atmosphere with the Lions and the Bears. And I don't know if it was the familiarity that Campbell had with the coach for the Bears, because he maybe knows his offense, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But they got straight smacked in the mouth. I would say Jared Goff's a better quarterback than JJ McCarthy.
As right now, I would say yes.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
So,
yeah, I mean, JJ McCarthy, he's played 2 games. Jared Goff's been in the league for how long? I mean, come on, guys.
I'm 100%.
You can't compare a veteran. It's like saying, oh, Tom Brady is better than JJ McCarthy. Yeah, he's been there. He's done that. He's done everything he has to do. But you can't just knock a kid down for having 1 bad game.
I'm not knocking the kid down, but what I'm saying is,
you literally did. You called him soft.
He is soft. He's from Michigan. Anyways, so
for the record, Tom Brady is better than JJ McCarthy.
I think so too.
1,000%.
I don't know. But like I'm saying is, you've got to allow these things to build.
Yes.
Anybody that knows me, everybody said last year, oh man, Bo Nix. And I was like, all right, man, we'll see what he can do. I've never been on the Bo Nix is that guy. And I'm still not on the Bo Nix is that guy, because now this is year 2.
Mhm.
I don't trust a quarterback until year 3 because year 2 is
Yeah.
usually everybody's figured you out. They seeing what you can do, what you can't
They
do.
got you on film.
They got you on film. All right, let's see what you can do year 2.
Mhm.
Then after that, if you still have a consistent uprise, all right, we got that guy here. Point in case is Jaden Daniels. This dude was on fire last year. Teams are rushing him wide, making him step up in the pocket.
Make
Now
him run a
what?
little bit. Yeah, I know. I agree with you. I'm not saying
You know
you're
what I mean?
wrong
So now
in your
he went
points.
from offensive rookie of the year and MVP race to now he's out because his knee hurts. And you know, it's once again because now these teams are realizing like this dude, he can't pop in and just run outside the pocket anymore. You got to step up and you got to beat me passing.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong in your analogies, right? I'm just saying you can't just call the kid soft because you got hurt in the second game.
I just want to call anybody that goes to the University of Michigan soft. That's what I just do.
I mean,
we got 2 more weeks and you'll see how soft you are when you play USC.
Hey, let's go. I can't wait for that one. Can't wait for that game. So again, well, actually, speaking of college, then early favorites for college. Then
USC, we're coming. Fight on.
Hey, I mean that's cool. I mean, if you think so, 3-0. I have 3 teams as my early favorites: LSU, University of Miami, and Penn State. I think those are the 3 top teams in the nation, hands down.
Mr. Oregon, you gonna let that slide?
I don't even. I agree, Penn State. That's basically, again, the most consistent team that I can see making it that far. But they're also infamous for finding ways to not. I don't know. God, every time they do it, it's just I have no faith in them, so I could never pick them. But yeah, Miami, bro. What are they doing enough that you can actually see? I don't know, like top 5 at the end of the year. I don't see them being even like that high ranked.
2 things: beat a Notre Dame team who's had their number for how many years now? And that
Notre Dame team who everyone is now discounting because of last week.
They're not. They're literally ranked. They're still ranked as an 0-2 team. They're still ranked because both of their games they played have been literally a last-minute touchdown or last-minute score. That team is still pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if Notre Dame is in the college football playoffs by the end of the year. Their schedule from now until the end of the year, they literally can go undefeated.
Cake, yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I'm saying they literally can. I know they still play USC. I'm not discounting your
Put
team.
Some respect on our team.
I'm just saying I'm not putting respect on USC. I'm just saying
some respect on USC, sir.
They can go undefeated. Okay. They're what, a 10-2 team? And you're not even looking back at the first 2 games anymore. They literally won 10 games in a row. The Miami Hurricanes came out that first game. Everyone had Notre Dame win that game. They came out. Carson Beck looked like I'm like, yo, is he back at Georgia again? And then last week, we all thought USF was going to give them a run for their money. They said, nah, bro, we run Florida right now. We are the Hurricanes. This is like back in the 80s. I'm like, nah, I'm not really. And they came out, they smashed them. They smashed USF. USF is not even ranked anymore. They beat 2 ranked teams, and they smashed them so hard, they said, USF, you're not worried about being ranked. You're gone. Miami looks different, man.
This goes back to my conversation that I just said 5 minutes ago, that sometimes a team can be ranked, doesn't stay ranked the whole year. So now.
Yeah. But he asked why I think Miami's top 3. That's the reason why I'm saying right now I think those are my 3 teams: LSU, Miami, and Penn State. I think each of their games they've shown that they know how to win games. There's 2 other teams in the top 5 that I don't think they've shown enough to be like, yeah, I can trust them down the road.
What?
Your picks, man. I didn't know where you're sitting.
I'd said my picks already.
Your college picks? You said USC.
All right. Let's realistically, Penn State.
I
don't know, man. I'm on the fence with LSU. They're a good team.
Are you not a fan of Grant? What's his name? Grant.
Garrett Nussmeier.
Garrett Nussmeier. Yeah, go ahead. Garrett.
I think he's coming up as a good quarterback. The youth scares me because I don't know what they're gonna do. Like when they play, I think they play Florida State this year.
Yeah, they play every single year because they're ACC.
Yeah, there you go. So when they go against Florida State or when they got to play a Clemson team, well, I'm sorry, not Clemson.
Don't
When I got to
mention
play Florida
Clemson
State, I got to play Florida State.
Not no
Dabo
more.
Sweeney, because Dabo's going to be an Alabama coach in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Once
So I mean,
Kalen
like when they play at
DeBoer
Florida State, even playing like Syracuse, man, like those teams that's going to give them like that run. Like it kind of just gives me like, all right, are we going to? Because I mean, look at last year. They lost games they shouldn't have lost last year, and they had,
I 100% agree with you. Yeah,
but I do believe that the defense is
much
taking
better,
tremendous steps this year to be a better, full all around defense. So,
and they got a better quarterback.
You think Carson Beck is better than Cam Ward?
No. I'm saying they got a better quarterback to like keep the ship sturdy. Cam Ward is one of the best quarterbacks I've watched play in college football a long time. And I think they should have still won and got a chance in the college football playoffs. That's just my opinion. I think they could have made it a long way in the CFP playoff last year. Okay.
Yeah.
But with like minus Cam Ward and going years before, these 2 quarterbacks back-to-back years, they can steady the ship to win games later on. And Cam Ward did that. They had like 2 bad games last year. Not even a bad game.
Yeah. But it's now also, is Miami just the portal chasing senior transfer team to where like,
hey man, that's college football, bro.
I was about to say, that's every university here.
It's every unit, but they're becoming more of that team that's only going after, like, if you look at most of these clubs, like, let's say from like Michigan got the top quarterback in the nation and dude's starting. Look at all the rest of who's that kid, Dante Moore for Oregon? He's a transfer, right? Okay. Where did he come from? Do you know?
UCLA.
Did he? Okay. So transfer in. But like Carson Beck, who came from the Georgia, now he's in Miami. So then when he leaves, like Miami's going to have to scour the portal to find a good quarterback. Otherwise, you still have to do what college football has always been, is recruit.
Yeah.
And if you're not recruiting in top tier quarterbacks, you're just taking it year over year, and then you're almost becoming top heavy. Kind of like what the Broncos were all those years when we had Peyton Manning. We were literally top heavy, and it was Super Bowl or bust. Those 4 years that he played, it was either Super Bowl or bust. There was no mediocrity to it. Like, it's either we get there and win it, or it was a failure of a year.
Yeah.
And so
I think
I
agree.
And that's just what I see with Miami. With Carson Beck this year, if they win, cool. If they don't win next year, now what do? You got to sit in the portal and hope that there's a top tier quarterback that's saying, you know what, I'm going to leave and I'm going to transfer out. Like, point in case is the dude from, what is it, Nico, whatever is the guy, Imalava, whatever. Yeah. This dude's so bad, he done got the coach fired.
He did get fired real fast. UCLA went from being a team where you're like, oh, okay, maybe they can show some little bit of light this year. Man, they look bad every single game. Like,
never in the history of my life have I said UCLA can do something. But
they were recruiting correctly. And
no, they didn't recruit correctly enough, because this guy came in, he's 0-3. They lost to New Mexico. I'm going to pay, and they paid New Mexico to come. You know, this is going to be a cakewalk. You paid somebody to beat you. I would get fired. You should be fired.
Oh, man, that's funny. That is funny. Well, speaking of firing, right? And not saying that the coach will be fired because someone got hurt, but watching Joe Burrow go down for the second or third time in his career.
Hey, it ain't so, Joe.
That's tough, man. He's out 3 months, and turf toes. That's a killer right there.
How much money did they put into that line? Obviously, it wasn't enough. But are you serious? They didn't do anything.
I don't think anything.
All that money is on the outside.
Yeah.
Definition of insanity. That's all I had to say.
All that money goes to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. But what? So he got hurt in college, correct? Or no?
Joe? No. If he did, it was at Ohio State. If he did.
He got hurt being in Cincinnati because they.
Cincinnati. I thought he got hurt in college for some reason. For some reason, I thought he got hurt in college, but I might have been mistaken. I might not like hurt, like out for the season, but like hurt. But then what? First year, Cincy got hurt again, and then this year he's out 3 months. They were going to be my early favorites because they look like they could be a good team, and finally have some things clicking. And now he's hurt again. Like,
obviously not. That would have got exposed in no time. So it's just the same shit every year. So like, do you just start canning people now, save some money?
The word I was going to mention was that I don't like using it too much because I think it's a cop out of like him being injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But is he now? I mean, that's 2 big injuries in the span of what, couple years?
I mean, you're injury prone, but it goes off of who's blocking for you. Like,
oh right. So let's piggyback to who's blocking for you when you call my boy JJ soft. He had no one blocking.
JJ needs to sit his ass in the pocket.
He was in the pocket when he got tackled. Come on, man.
But it don't mean it didn't happen beforehand. It's football, bro. Anything can happen.
Exactly. I mean, but I feel bad for Joe. It does
suck for him. Joe Burrow's not. He steps up in the pocket. He doesn't. He's not a big scrambler.
Yeah.
But this dude probably has old school Walmart workers as his offensive line, and it's not working for him. And these dudes, they're not blocking for him. To me, yeah, you got 2 of the top prolific receivers out there, but if you don't have anybody that can block for him to get them the ball, you got money that's just going up and down the field, and they're not even getting the ball. And then you got a top tier quarterback who can't even stay healthy because he's getting hit by these dudes coming in at 20 miles an hour. Like,
yeah. And I felt bad. Like, as soon as he went down and you saw his face, he knew immediately. He's like, yeah, I'm done. And I'm like, man, and it just sucks to watch it happen and to watch a talent like his not be able to showcase for a full entire year. Because we saw what happened last year. Last year, his team was okay. They lost very early, but he was the MVP candidate. And you're like, man, Burrow, that dude's a dude. That dude's a ball. He's a dog. He can play. He's a great quarterback. He's one of my top. I think
there's one of us that doesn't ever want to watch that man play. Like, literally every football fan is literally a Burrow fan.
And I want to see him win. I do. I want to see him win because I like the way I like his swagger. I like the way he plays. I like the way that he picks up his teammates. I like the way he just plays football, period. You know what I mean? Also, I'm a big fan of him, smoking a cigar after the win. That's gangster.
Iconic photo. We all know.
Joe Burrow. I like that a lot. You know what I mean? That's my dude. But I mean, I just, when it happened, I felt so bad for that man. I feel bad for the team as well, too. They got the backup coming in. Actually, the next game is actually a game of backups. You know what I mean? Carson Wentz versus the quarterback for the Bengals. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
We'll
right?
learn his name one day.
Jake Browning.
Jake Browning.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah. He played really good too, by the way. He did play good. So big ups to Browning for stepping in and just continuing that train. But yeah, hopefully we see Burrow back, after 3 months. I mean, 3 months gets him to the playoffs if they can make it that far. You know what I mean? I guess we'll see, right? Yes. Yeah. He's a winner, bro. He wants to get back in there. He wants to win. He wants that ring. He wants to bring something to Cincinnati that Chris Collinsworth could never. So
get back behind that same line that hurts your other foot.
Oh man. Well, let's kind of switch lanes real quick. Something that we have nephews, kids, things online. We're just gonna switch lanes real quick. Youth sports and fights. I've seen a lot of it on the internet lately. A lot. And not only is it the kids fighting, but it's the parents fighting as well too, right?
Yeah, if you ask anybody why, like, what is the biggest issue with youth sports? What's the number one answer? Everybody always instinctively, parents.
Right? Now, I've always been a person that said you are a reflection of your parents when it comes to how you conduct yourself on a team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then also, when you're on that team, yeah, it's the home training you should have had, but then the players are also a reflection of their coach, in my opinion, right? So when I see these kids out there fighting on the field, and I get it, there's gonna be scuffles here and there, but after a game or in the middle of the game, there's no reason for youth sports to be out there, trying to, kick people in the head, knock them down, fighting. I watched a basketball one the other day. Don't get me wrong, dirty foul turned into a complete brawl. There comes a point to where we need coaches and parents to instill like, hey, yeah, I want you to be tough out there, but being tough doesn't mean you got to go out there and fight in the middle of a game. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact of parents fighting as well. Now, don't get me wrong, I can't be the hypocrite and say I've never argued with a parent while watching a basketball game. I've definitely done that. I've been out there, we argued back and forth, but after that's over, it's over. It's a game. It's a game. It's highly competitive. Parents have emotions. We have feelings. But I'm not going to sit there and say, hey, after the game, I'm going to see you outside. Let's fight. No, there's no reason for me to do that. There's zero reason for me. I'm just doing what I usually do. I'm on the court. But after it's over, hey, I'll see you at Applebee's. You want me to buy you a drink? You know what I mean? That's how it is, But
Yeah.
Our viewers,
think, Jay?
I'll vouch for Kevin here on this one. He is absolutely the loudest person, despite the mic volume. However, he has it set right now. It's probably turned all the way down. Kevin is the loudest person of all of us combined. That being said, he does get loud during games. That being said, he also understands. Like, it gets left at the door, and he can calm himself down very quickly. So it's just like, I understand. Like, we're all competitive, and Kevin is very aware of that, and it's just not a common trend. Like, it's just not mindful. And as a man with no kids, but obviously seeing lots of parental activities, yeah, exact same scenario. I think you get these kids, the younger they are, they get more in the dilemma because it's just like they don't know the team mentality yet. Like, they're not going to like just respect the coach and whatever he says. I'm halfway between my mom yelling at me from the stands and of course this coach saying like, stop listening to your mom. Like, this is like where it matters at here on the field kind of stuff. So it's like kids aren't there just as enough. So it's just caused more chaos because parents think they can have a say in this shit. Oh, it's
Yeah, well said, Jeremy, because they do hear a lot of noises, a lot of voices. You know what I mean? It's hard to differentiate like who listen to now, who listen to this time. That's why I always told my kids, hey, when you're not with me and you're on that field or you're on that court, you're the coach's responsibility. You're a reflection of what I've already taught you, but listen to the coach and go forward. You know what I mean? And I have to trust the coach is going to instill what we trust in him to do or her to do. You know what I mean? I mean, Buddha, I know you deal with it a lot. Like, you got any insight? What you're thinking?
let me set Buddha up real
Here's the
quick.
thing. So I've always been one that says,
The reason this got brought up, just because while waiting for Buddha at our nephew's birthday party, Buddha's the only one not there. We think it's typical Buddha fashion, but no, he actually had a legit reason. He sends a text to our group chat, yo, I'm going to be late, and a picture. So we're like, you are not going to be late. We need details now, dude. So yeah, of course, by the time he finally pulls up, Buddha, his little soccer coach over here, had this very incident. So yeah, details.
appreciate the setup. I mean, so my biggest thing with fights, and yes, I run a soccer club, and I deal with it. I've seen it now probably the past, I say probably 3 or 4 years now. I've dealt with at least one game every year there's been a fight. The biggest thing that really shoots off is going to be, like Kev said, you're a product of how your coach is. So if your coach is like berating the coach or the referee and everything is, that's a bad call, and they're yelling at the referee, the kids follow suit. So if you're yelling at the referee, acting a complete idiot, your kids are going to do the same thing. Speaking on the fight that happened this weekend, it was extremely unfortunate. What I ended up
How old are these
seeing.
kids, Buddha?
These kids are 14 and 15 years old. And so, being directly right involved and trying to break it up. And I saw it coming because it was avoidable. There were 2 children that were from my club that should have just taken themselves and went to their own sideline. But in true kids fashion, they went over there thinking that they were going to say something and try to start some sort of a problem. which turned into a complete and utter brawl with amongst 14 and 15-year-old kids. Now, mind you, there were some kids that were talking bad about another child there. And I found that out kind of later on. But, we grew up in a real tough time. We said all sorts of outrageous things to players that we played against. And so it didn't bother us, but these kids are different. And, the smallest word for these kids now sets them into like a rage. And it's just like, they're ready to, as my kids would say, crash out. So, they do this, and then that's what they ended up doing over the weekend on Saturday. These kids ended up crashing out, turning into a whole fight. Amongst that fight turned into...
You gotta stop using these slang terms that your kids be using.
Oh man, listen,
out.
It's crash out. I guess prayerly means just go crazy. And
he was gassed up.
And so with these parents, they started fighting, and I break up one fight that's inside the field. Once that fight ends, I separate the parents. I tell one group they leave, give it like a 10-15 minute buffer, and then we just lose Jeremy.
Yeah, we lose. Lost one of our hosts. He'll definitely be back, but you can keep on going with what you're saying.
But I think kind of just going amongst that we will. I told them to come back, 15 minutes, and then one person leave, the next group can leave, and within that 15 minutes of leaving, other parents go out, and amongst me just kind of going into the parking lot, a fight breaks out. So this is, a lot of it is kind of, I would love to say that it's avoidable. I would love to say that there was a way that I could have fixed this, but there was nothing I really could do. I was kind of a person that was kind of just stuck in that, in the middle of that.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because, like you mentioned, you want your coaches to have that, how do they put it, like that, to instill like, hey, that shouldn't happen. Like there's no reason for you to go out there and do that. There's no reason for you to, after the games happen, to want to fight, or get in the middle of the game to want to fight. Tempers do flare up. But you mentioned something, you said that that's like, they hear words that ends up being crashing out. Could that be an effect of like, they don't really communicate like we used to communicate? You know what I mean? Like I used to talk to you all the time, and now it's all a Snapchat here, or they do a lot of texting. You know what I mean? Which is all good. I text myself too, but I mean, back in the day, like it was always talk. So I could hear words and wouldn't bother me at all. You know what I mean? But I mean, is that another factor, you think?
A huge factor. Communication is a big thing with these kids, and a lot of the time, these kids they hold things in. They don't talk to anybody about it. They don't even talk to their friends about it because they don't talk to their friends. It's all Snapchat. It's all, my kids, they take a picture of the roof and then they send it to 75 kids. And, it's, I don't know if it's whatever the snap score or whatever the case is, but they don't talk. There's no conversation. And so when you run into these things and you might hear a little word, that word that for us was just a word, for them, it sets them into another like time zone. And they're like, oh man, you called me this word. You know what? Like, I'm going to go crazy on you. And it's like that word could have easily just been pushed to the back and you wouldn't even dealt with it. And I truly feel as though with the right mental structure and the right mental just like growth with these children, this fight wouldn't have happened. But as I said, it also grows along with these coaches have to understand when you're acting a complete fool and yelling at the referee, all you're doing is igniting your kids to do the same thing.
Yep. Yeah. Coaches have a real hard time with the igniting, or with the saying different words to get their players amped up by yelling at the referee. I've been a victim of that once in a while when I coach basketball. I've yelled at the referee. I've said some stuff, but I'll also let my team know, hey, listen, I'm doing that for us to get fired, to play our game a little better. And they knew, hey, this ain't anything against the other team. This is me teaching you guys and letting you guys know, hey, this is what I want you all to get fired up. So I may use that tactic, but nothing for me to go out there with a fight somebody. You know what I mean? There's just no reason, behind that. I just got a text from Jeremy, y'all. Like, I don't know. He said he got kicked out. I'm not sure if he didn't pay his internet bill. You know what I mean? So, we're going to continue the show going a little bit, but I'm gonna see if we can get back in. Yeah, man. But I appreciate you. You insight. I know you had a little incident, but that was crazy, bro. That was a little bit crazy, man. Yeah. Man, welcome back, Jeremy. Yeah, we got him back, guys. We got him back. He went online and paid his internet bill, so he's good to go now. Welcome back.
Spectrum, you bastards. It's in the mail.
It's in the mail. I told you. Dude had Pony Express with his check in the mail.
He's still paying by check on shit.
What's my
honest to God, dude, I've never written a check in my life.
Oh,
Never
wow.
had to. Never need to. Like, it's just been cards. That's all. Like, I came at like that point of everything. Never written a check with my name on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that might have to be a conversation for one of the podcasts. Why Jeremy
financial advice from yours truly.
Financial advice and why Jeremy has never written a check in his life.
This guy.
Well, viewers, I know, listeners, last week we gave Jeremy some homework. If y'all remember, this man said that he ain't really watched any romantic comedies, the rom-coms, And I know you're looking at us like, these dudes, do y'all really watch romantic comedies? Yes. We watch romantic comedies. They all
have women in their lives for a long time, and then they've learned the valuable lesson, which I am currently learning. So yeah, I will immediately turn that around. Thank God, because I jumped to conclusions too. Like, I misunderstood like what is considered a rom-com. So apparently, I do have a few under my belt that I will proudly rep. And number one, 50 First Dates. How can you even like?
Yes, come on, bro. That's what
Adam Sandler or not. Dates. Like, I'll watch that any day. It's yeah. Good old time flick. And then, of course, keep it in with the Sandler flick, Wedding Singer. That is a rom-com, 100%, is it not?
Like rom-coms, yeah.
But yeah.
Yes.
See, I think you were just misconstruing rom-coms, you know what I mean?
Well, you guys did fluff it up a little bit, and I was just like, oh, all right, pansies, I guess we'll, I got some stuff to watch.
Oh, man, yo.
But then,
yeah, that's crazy, though.
So my solid, I'll give you 10 things I hate about you. I saw that in the prime, and I was at that like perfect age where I needed a crush, and like, yeah, that movie definitely understood my high school feelings.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that 10 things I hate about you was literally your life?
No. I'm just saying, like, I felt validated because it's just like, oh, I know what a crush feels like. Yeah, I would go that far.
Okay. I'm over here like, man, that's a pretty good, pretty good life to have. 10 things. You got all these women.
Hey, man,
fucking
just
John
catch me at
Tucker
Bogey
must
Lowenstein's and we'll hang.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said, fucking John Tucker must die guy over here.
Oh, yeah, that was a crazy movie.
Over my head. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, Jeremy, you got to watch it. It's definitely not one of the movies that it's like, oh, great. But the scene where you had to play basketball in the bra and panties.
Taking Buddha's word for it.
It's
Miss me.
It's just a dumbass movie.
Dumb.
All right, final question. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, is it technically a rom-com? I think most people would default to yes, but I just think it's way too Judd Apatow, and I think like I would almost like just consider that just more like straight comedy.
You're thinking of it too much. It's a rom-com because there's romantic comedy.
I get the premise of the entire movie. Like, I understand it is getting like it's literally in the title, but like I think you could just cram too many jokes in there, and then it just basically makes you forget that it is because you're just waiting for the next punchline. Like, way too much comedy.
There's still a romantic trait in there. It's a guy who is in love, who literally leaves the city he lives in to go to Hawaii, and then he falls in love with the
And then what does he do? Leaves her ass again, and then he goes back home. Only because she comes back. He left, so he technically didn't learn anything.
How often do you get in a relationship and you learn something?
Yeah.
Just fighting for my argument over here. You guys got to understand, like, this
is a great argument that you have, but it's not a good argument because rom-com is the definition of Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Like, literally, it's a comedy that has a lot of romance in it. And the premise was him getting his heart broken, him leaving, him finding someone that he actually thought was really good, and then him like, you know what? Gets ain't for me, and then her actually going to him, which is the the most opposite thing when it comes to like romantic comedies. It's usually like the man going for the woman. Mila Kunis was amazing in that movie, by the way.
Make him chase you, fellas. Am I right?
Yeah, right. But no, yeah, Forgive Sarah Marshall, 100% rom-com. But one of my favorites, by the way. One of my favorites.
Maybe I'm just giving Adam Sandler way more credit for understanding like how to give a better romantic movie than Judd Apatow would.
Okay.
Is that
yeah,
my?
I mean,
yeah, it makes sense.
That's Judd, but I mean, also like Crazy Sexy Love. That's a good rom-com.
All right, missed that one, so I got to catch that.
That's a good movie, Buddha. That's a real good movie. That's a movie you watch with your girl, bro, and you like, yeah, it's all.
And then you got the, so like that's now if you're talking now, what you were thinking of, I can almost bet you're thinking of like the romantic movies is like The Notebook. There's no like comedy in there. That's just straight.
Well, I would never say that's a comedy. That's like every girl's default number one.
Yeah, The Notebook's it's not a rom-com. It's just a romantic. Yeah, romantic movie. Yeah. I got
Titanic's a rom-com.
We all saw that coming.
The way that guy hit that propeller, I was the only one laughing.
The way Leo was dancing on that table had me dying laughing.
Exactly.
Why didn't he just let Rose go when they were spinning? Like, just let her go.
Let her go.
She would go straight into the crowd. It's so
Get
bad.
your dumbass off this door.
You shut the door.
These were double doors.
That's why it's a rom-com. It shows that women are selfish.
Oh, come on, bro. I think.
Yeah, there's room, but not for you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Where am I going to put my clutch?
They actually did that. That scene to see if they actually could share an actual door.
Like broke it down scientifically, you mean?
Yeah.
And
it didn't work.
What do you mean it didn't work?
It didn't work. I watched it. It didn't work.
Have you tried sharing your closet with your wife?
Doesn't work.
Exactly.
Hey,
there you go.
You guys are forgetting about one of the best rom-coms of all time.
Blended.
No. The Princess Bride.
Not a rom-com.
Oh, 1,000% rom-com.
Buddha.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's just straight like romance, man.
That's just straight romance.
That's the whole point of the movie is to teach you that it's romance.
That's romance to me. That's a romantic movie.
Fantasy, yeah.
It's a rom-com.
No, it's like a romance fantasy. Let's
like debate that right now.
That is literally like every girl's like girl wants a girl to be that. Yeah, no, I don't consider it a rom-com.
Are you telling me that movie did not make you laugh?
I need arguments now, man. Hit me.
Did that movie not make you laugh?
Of course it makes me laugh. There's tons of like jokes in every movie, but like this
I laughed in Titanic.
I thought we established it was a rom-com.
So that movie has two aspects to it. There's one aspect of literally the grandfather greeting to Fred Savage and having that comedy aspect, and then you actually have the backstory of the actual scenes that are happening, especially when he's like, my name is Juan Pablo, and you killed my brother, blah, 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 blah. That part's hilarious. And then you have Andre the Giant. There's so many parts of that movie that are hilarious. But
I get the witty banner, yeah, like the high.
It's very witty banner. It's a rom-com. It's one of the top rom-coms. If you actually look it up, if you look at like top rom-coms of all time, it's actually it's like top 5, top 10.
All right, what else does Kevin's list have?
27 Dresses.
I called it. I know my brother.
Let me tell you right now, it's one of my favorite movies, dude.
This man has told me about it so many times. I think it's just pettiness that I haven't watched it yet. I have never seen.
You've never seen 27 Dresses?
Like I said,
Jesus.
Kevin won't shut up about this movie.
That's like you've never. Have you seen 13 Going on 30?
Oh, pretty good too.
No, absolutely not.
Oh my god, man! What's the other one?
You got some homework to do now, man.
What's the other 13 Going on 30? What's the one where the dad goes back and he turns 30, not Jesus 17 again?
17 again with Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's a rom-com, bro.
Yep.
Oh, what are the odds?
No, you definitely gotta watch 27 Dresses, bro. Especially now that you're about to get married. Oh, it's gonna be the perfect thing ever. You got to watch 27 Dresses now, man.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna tell me to watch Princess Bride because they get
Oh,
married.
you should watch that one, but you should watch that again. But
marriage.
Unless you
Oh,
plan on
God.
climbing up a mountain right now. No, 27
God.
Dresses.
All right, Buddha, give me a few.
Rom-coms?
Yeah, you haven't said any. Confessed any.
Blended. I like Blended a lot. I
Yeah,
just
I
said
like
Crazy
Blended.
Sexy
I
Love.
thought you were joking when you said that earlier.
No, bro.
I like
It's
Blended
a
rom-com.
rom-com.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Crazy Sexy Love. I like that one.
I've heard about it.
And then, so let's see, what's another one that? So there's a lot of rom-coms that come out during the Christmas time on Netflix.
God, do they ever? Those have to be the worst.
I mean, they're not the.
My
They're
rule
not the
is I'll watch
greatest
it, but
acting
you have
ones.
to accept my commentary. You have to listen to me make jokes, otherwise I'll just implode and I can't handle it.
Yeah, they're not the greatest acting, but there's some pretty funny rom-coms. So I'll give it to them.
I mean, yeah, 40-Year-Old Virgin's rom-com, Pretty Woman's rom-com. I mean, we all love Pretty Woman. You know what I mean?
It's weird to me to hear all these movies in the same category.
Yeah.
I don't view them that way in any way.
There's Something About Mary, rom-com. Oh,
I had that as a.
Along Came Polly?
Yeah.
I'll give you that one, actually.
Yeah. You know,
All right.
so
there are some out there.
You've probably seen a lot more rom-coms than you thought you have. You know what I mean?
My guy brain just refused to accept any of those parts.
But you know what?
I gotta untrain, fellas. I gotta unwind.
It is not a rom-com. Although I'm laughing and it's romantic, this is not a rom-com.
I mean, you know what's another rom-com?
Mm-hmm.
Bird Box.
Come on, bro. Yo. Now, listen. On that note, I'm gonna say this episode's gonna come to an end on that note. Okay, Bird Box. Oh,
I can't even riff on that.
I can't even go any further, man.
But
yeah.
Love is
before
blind.
we get out of here, Jesus. Before we get out of here, I gotta say, happy 17th birthday to my oldest son.
Buddy.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
17, man. Whoa.
Yeah.
Getting old, my guy. Getting old.
Yes, sir. Pay me my insurance, homie.
For real, dog. Come on. Yo, pay up. Pay up, homie. Pay up. Yeah. Well, like I said, I want to thank y'all for listening again and watching and subscribing. Yo, man, we got some subscribers out. I'm very excited. You know, please tell your friends, family, people that you may think that may like listening to us rant or talk about crazy stuff. But yeah, once again, you can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We'll be on TikTok, on Instagram. Definitely give us a follow, give us a shout out. And you know, other than that, I can't wait till next week when Jeremy has actually watched some better rom-coms. Other than that,
more than nothing. I promise you guys that. Yeah, more than nothing.
Yeah. And then you know, hopefully Jordan comes back next week. Of that, man, I'm Kevin. That's Buddha. That's Jerry, man. I appreciate y'all. We will see you next week.
Later, fellas.
Sir. Later.